Alright, gang, we are back, and it's been a rough couple of days here. Oh, that's... my mic is peeking the fuck out. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is you would be playing on a different screen, right? Is my mic set up a little higher? No, it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. Anyway, so this has been a little bit rough to get back going. I mean, the past couple of days, well, since I first streamed on this on Tuesday, right? I was gonna stream on Thursday, pardon me. I ended up staying up all of Thursday working on video editing, and I mean like I was tired as hell on Friday, so I fell asleep too early to do anything, but I did get a video finished, which we'll be at soonish, and yeah, so that's why we're here now. But also today, what I wanted to say about difficulty was that Dolphin crashed like 3 times trying to load this game, and I was going to be really upset because I was about to be like, well, now I got to find something new. And also, my god, I'm peeking I'm further away than usual from this thing, and I don't have the sensitivity up that high. Did I do something weird with this? I don't know. Whatever. But we'll deal with it. This is the kind of game where, you know... Listen, this is the new metal era. Everything is going to be peaked out and sounding terrible, and, you know... Fred Durst doing it for the Nookie or what... fuck it, let's just go. Oh boy, can't wait to skip some cutscenes that we've seen already, because there's going to be a couple of those. As today in Westopolis, we're going to... We're going to be trying to do ourselves the pure neutral path, which is just get from one end of the level to the other. Which, admittedly, is still pretty much always the strong suit of Sonic level design. Perhaps because it's really hard to fuck that up. Also, I just realized that sound effect, that laser sound effect, that is from Phantasy Star Online. Obviously, because they were both made by Sonic Team, right? But I just very pointedly realized, oh hey, that's actually just the sound of standing on one of the floor panels in PSO. Because, yeah, Sonic Team was definitely about recycling assets between themselves. I'm surprised that more of these characters didn't show up in anything, but, I don't know. Oh, you jerk.
These guys are monsters! Man, no matter how many we defeat, they just keep coming. Shadow, give me a hand.
Anyway, yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying super huge attention to a lot of the chat stuff. Yeah, it's just like, weirdly, it is the same. I mean, a couple of them are also recycled between later games. Like, the sound when we hit the hint thing is used in Sonic 06 also. Yeah, I mean, remember, Sonic Team didn't work on literally just Sonic, despite the name. Yeah. It's just that those are the two big ones that I know of off the top of my head in terms of... Where am I going? Not the right way, that's for sure. Guy, I'm just dodging around you. Yeah, the jumping sounds and all of that, these are absolutely recycled from elsewhere. I don't remember exactly where offhand, but they are.
I repeat, this is not a drill.
But I've definitely heard them before.
The emerald. Go and exterminate the humans first.
Yeah, all of it is absolutely, like I said, all recycled from other sources. I've heard most of this before. Oh, hey, we got an A rank. Wow, we finally did one. All right, let's see if I have any like room to deal with the gain knob on this microphone. Barely. I may have to like set it up elsewhere. Maybe the problem is that I just talk loud by default. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I do, but anyway, we've seen this cutscene before because we went neutral on the first level the last time, but after that point, it started getting much easier to just do the side missions. Like here in Glyphic Canyon, what a... Glyphic, that's like something you'd see in a Yu-Gi-Oh card name. Where it's like they're trying real hard, but maybe a little too much.
Hey, Shadow! You saw him too, didn't you? Those black creatures floating around here? Time to clean house and do a little exterminating. Look out! That huge pillar is going to collapse!
And I jumped right into it. Oops. Oops. Stop ramping off the stairs, Shadow. Come
Look out
on.
behind you! Aha!
Oh, that was tremendously silly. But it did look when I was going forward over the big jump, like, oh hey, maybe I can actually make it across there and there's like a hidden path there. No, that's just my inability to see multiple layers.
Aha! Try going. You can get up there if you just jump as high as you can.
Yeah, that proved to be pretty easy.
Red Echidna sighted. Someone find out where we are.
Looks like those little things are aliens too. All right, that's it. Damn, a dead end. Guess we have to take our chances with the tornado.
See, Knuckles also gets to be a cool guy, so he can say damn as well.
Next, you must find the jewel that is key to the reawakening of our temple and release its power. Failure is not an option. Now go. Serving us will make your red gauge fill. Betraying us will fill up the blue gauge. You can release your true power when the gauges are full. Use this device to proceed.
Well, thank you for hiding that thing from me, Knuckles. Do surprisingly large character mod. Yeah, that's the thing that I mentioned before is the porting between save point thing, which is good for an exploration-focused game like that. Unfortunately, less good is the fact that you really do just fall off of some of these sections so easily.
Fire! Fire!
Get out the way, guy.
Not as tough as they look, are they?
And we got this thing, which looks incredibly unfortunate. Oh, yeah, now you tell me. Thanks, buddy. Wait, are you sure those are boulders? Those are just, like, stone paneling.
Ah! The pillar's rolling this way!
And it's in pieces, which is the more problematic part of things.
We're being sucked in!
Ah, good. That's some good light dash. Admittedly, that is exactly what I expect out of a light dash in a 3D Sonic. Especially after playing Sonic 06, I mean... That's just... meh.
Act like homing men. Did you know that you can select your mission character from the boss menu? You can also change it just by using the control pad.
Oh, so you can just D-pad that in order to be like, hey, yeah, I don't know, I'd rather not hear the generic voice of Starfish guy.
This temple looks pretty odd. It has a bird-like shape to it.
Oh, fun. I don't know a whole lot about WrestleQuest offhand, but
Huh? Looks like things are heating up.
honestly, just having having a guy who's based on Macho Man Randy Savage in there as a major character at all is just kind of great, honestly.
Good going.
Ooh, yeah! Now, how do we open this? Oh, we did something that opened the door all right. I'm not completely confident as to what it was.
Touch that jewel and release the power. Where are you?
I feel like I didn't see that one last time.
Directly to release its power.
I don't want to hear this, dude.
Get rid of these annoying aliens.
So,
Scum.
come back in here, Knuckles. Ah! Oh, this is significantly irritating. Yeah, I would figure they would have quite a
Route we took to get here.
roster of like characters that are based on some of the well-known, because obviously quite a few of them are. You know, are you going to be able to do something like WrestleQuest and, you know, get away without having some of those characters, right? You know, could you really have gotten away with a game like that without Randy Savage or, you know, low-budget Randy Savage, I guess?
Alien scum.
Or quite a few of the others. Like, surely they're... It's still, like, enough to be noticeable, right? Because it's an event to the...
I think this cage is being
Yeah, we may have to...
go back.
We may have to just... Okay, yeah, this is actually the exit of the level. Well, oops. I wasted that much time. I don't know what I'm doing, sorry.
I take orders from no one. I do as I decide.
Man, Shadow, you're a huge nerd. Anyway. He only has a line for getting an A. I find this very amusing.
Mr. President, we've received
Okay, yeah, I think technically this
our ground
cutscene...
station
Yeah, they're not allowed to use the actual abbreviation of the CIA, right? Because the CIA is a real thing.
in 5 other cities. There's also reports that the CIA's mainframe has been
I mean, they're allowed to call them the CIA, but they're just not allowed to call them the Central Intelligence
There's a
Agency.
strong possibility that this was also committed by the black alien.
I mean, I suppose that in theory this is supposed to be like, oh, well, it may not actually... Yeah. They call it the United Federation, so I guess in theory they're trying to be like, oh, it's not really the U.S., even though, yeah, it is.
Once saved from tyranny and annihilation by you two heroes,
I mean,
mankind must
it sounds really dumb,
at all costs
because it is, but I could totally see it happening.
stand united to defeat
The CIA can be a little bit weird about stuff like that, as can a lot of government agencies, charities. So you may notice that over time, they started cutting a lot of like Red Cross symbols out of Japanese games as they made their way over to America. Because technically, That's a war crime, technically. Which is weird, because it's like, oh, it's just a Red Cross, but also it's technically a violation of the Geneva Conventions to have a Red Cross, and it's not like an actual medical thing.
What? That's right.
Welcome to
Somehow
Stupid Laws, the international version.
Those humans. But from where? And why?
Also, this place looks significantly different from Prison Island the last time we were
Here before.
in this location.
This place used to be a human military base, and they still maintain a presence here, destroying all of what.
Hey, Shadow. I gotta ask you something. Vector told me that he wants me to find 5 top secret discs. But what's a top secret disc?
Find 5 top secret whats? Oh, sorry.
I got it. The first secret, you jump on this panel and you can springboard off of it.
Oh yeah, this lets us do our rat tunnel thing here. Anything interesting around here? There's a gun. I mean, I guess that counts as an interesting thing, but on the other hand... I mean, we've seen this game, but...
This yellow water is poison. Don't touch it.
I think we'll be fine provided we don't ingest it.
All right. Good job.
Alright, so what do you got, buddy?
Cross the river by using one of those floating discs.
I don't think that earns a musical note, Charmy. You didn't say that in any musical way whatsoever.
Yahoo! Whoosh! Try not to crash, okay? This thing is way too fun. Yow!
Wow, okay.
Platforms everywhere around here. It's so exciting.
You know, I don't want to cast too many aspersions on a member of Team Chaotix, nor on Astolfo, but, like... Same character, yeah?
Excellent!
Except for voice actor, obviously. Let's not talk about that part. Because that contains a story.
Damn it.
And yeah, they're called air saucers, right? I remember it was something I was like, what are they called? It's something a little bit... Like, it makes sense to me, and yet it also is like... It was 2 words.
It's those evil creatures! Go and smash them all up! Alright! Good job! Wow! Look at all those jail cells! It sorta looks like... Check it out! A giant worm!
Oh, God.
Hey, don't drag me into this! Look! That big worm is spitting out these little worms! They're trying to get us!
Is this our... Yeah, this is our launch pad. And that's one of those plant mini-bosses from Galdeval and PS... no, we didn't play episode 2. Never mind. We'll get there one day.
Shadow, yes, hold on! I think I saw something sparkle over here!
But also, there's so much other stuff I want to do as well. I'm just going to take a guess this is going to be a kill 'em all... Yeah. And by kill 'em all, I mean the actual enemies, not the...
Hut, hut, hut! Your blue gauge will go up if you put out the fire! Get stuff nearby to get us going!
Behold the ultimate power. Chaos control.
Hey, we can just skip doors like that. Nice. Oh god, please let me land somewhere safe. Okay, good.
Alright! We can go this way too!
What have I heard of Sonic Forces? That it's short is the main thing that I've heard about it. And a lot of people are like, it's really bad, but also,
Number 2!
the main thing is that it's really short, so I feel like I would probably look at it and be like, you know, This didn't have enough time to get bad. Sonic Adventure... Yeah, of course, Sonic Adventure 2 is a beloved game, as you probably are no doubt aware. I think Sonic Adventure 2 is pretty fun, although it definitely has a few weaknesses here and there. In terms of the Steam version, I believe I played it all of once. I do have it, but I seem to recall it had some sort of control issue. I can't give you a whole lot of other details behind that, but it's probably something that can be tweaked with, like,
I found it. The fourth emerald.
You know, software stuff. Honestly, for only €2.49, that's not a bad deal in my opinion, because it is still Sonic Adventure 2. And they'd have to work pretty damn hard to take that away from it, and there's still quite a lot of fun to be had in that game, so...
Those idiots! They're destroying everything! How can I take over the city and build the Eggman Empire if there is no city?
I mean, that's much less resistance, my dude.
I have
Just
no choice.
Just
Send in the
bring
Eggman
in more
police.
buildings or something. Yeah, I guess the battle stuff would be an extra DLC, right? So I am gonna take a quick second and just stop looking at this cutscene and crack open this thing. And
I transported this brilliant
Shadow, did you hijack a baby? Oh.
to this planet over 2,000 years ago. It's magnificent. The perfect killing machine. Ready to oppose terror in unimaginable ways.
Ooh, I have Sonic Adventure 2 on here. Right, the battle add-on is DLC thing, so... Does he look for...
Isn't that...
Why does he look like Zant? I'm just going to assume that it was kind of like... It was the style of the time, like tying an onion to your belt. Except... Yeah, so I'm going to take an assumption here and say that for Sonic Adventure 2, it's €2.49 for the base game and an additional €1.49 for the battle add-on, which is still like €4. That's still a good price, in my opinion.
This blue sky, staring at it from afar. Have I seen it before?
I don't know, buddy. Have you? Has it just been perpetual night for all of the... however long you've had amnesia for? Shadow, can you even remember when you had amnesia?
Seeks to resist us. Use our cannons and blow his ships out of the sky.
Ah, they want me to shoot egg ships. Gotcha. Get me out. I just want to... What is this thing? It's weird looking as what it is. I forget if the battle add-on actually adds anything to solo, you're right, so that may just be
Fancy running into you here.
co-op, so...
Got to be some kind of peculiar power source that's keeping these ruins afloat. Find it and destroy it. I've detected a high-energy magnet. You need to destroy all the power sources. Turn back around.
Oh, do I have to...
Somehow they're keeping this door shut.
Oh, I assume I gotta kill this dude, right? There we go.
Those pulsating blobs are some kind of alien spawn. Make sure you don't overlook them. Press the X button to get on board this gun vehicle.
Hey, it's the egg Ooh, this thing can vault! Wow! That's quite a jump. I was not expecting that. got a better idea. Just go over it. See, only costs us a little bit of HPs. It was fine. I gotta switch here, right?
You can move and shoot while descending with the parachute.
Yeah, but I probably need a gun for that shooting part, right?
I wonder how my robots are doing.
Well, sir, if you could get out of my way... Actually, let me borrow this for a second. Just to try and intimidate these dudes, I guess.
High energy magnetic field. You need to destroy all the power sources. Turn back around. Don't let a crumbly old wall like that.
Alright, so we got another one of these anvils. I feel like they're doing a lot of the, hey, ride the crushy thingy in this game, which they did not do so much in Adventure. And then they just started having fewer and fewer of the anvils in later games, at least in 06. Because again, admittedly, my Sonic knowledge after that, especially 3D Sonic, is kind of not a lot.
Damn, not here.
Ah, crud.
I wonder how my robots are doing.
But yeah, I hadn't realized the Zant resemblance at first until you said something. And to be honest with you, again, I just assumed that it's like, oh hey, yeah, you know, dark evil guy looks like this in this particular time period. Because, yeah. Not to say that Sega was ripping people off extensively in this period.
Destroy all the power sources. Turn back around.
I say as I think about that one part in Phantasy Star Universe that really is just low-budget Bevel. Hey, what's up, Dusty?
Wall like that stand in your way.
Damn, not here.
Oh man, I landed on that thing, didn't I?
Wonder how my robots.
That's kind of embarrassing.
I detected a high energy magnetic field.
Yeah, I know about the crystals, my dude.
All the power sources. Turn back around.
I actually prefer this version of Eggman, the voice, compared to Adventure 2. I mean, it could probably stand a little bit of tweaking, but in Adventure 2, he just was too calm most of the time, I feel like. Meanwhile, here, you know, he sounds a little bit more energetic and stuff. God, that reminds me, I still haven't seen the Sonic movies. I need to do that. There's going to be a third one sometime in the not too distant future either. On the other hand, I'm just like, hey, if you guys drop Jim Carrey as Robotnik, that's a pretty big loss. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure Jim Carrey is retiring from acting. And from what little I've seen of either of the Sonic movies, he was real good in those. Perhaps just because Jim Carrey has always played nuts really well, and, I mean, the story of those, at least, is just, you know, Robotnik gradually getting crazier. So it works really well for, you know, it plays to Jim Carrey's strengths really well as old Jimmy Tango and that guy from no, he wasn't the guy from Bad Mojo. That's a joke. Yeah, I know, JJ. It's a real shame. How you doing, by the way? I mean, I can believe it. Hop off of this thing, and we get on this.
Try going down.
Glad to hear you're doing all right.
You've got to stop them.
Can I just jump over this? No, I'm gonna need to go back and get the spear, huh? I can hear Alan crying already. Oh, Plastic Alan. I admit I don't watch a whole lot of films, so I don't have a whole lot of space to talk about anything. Okay, I see. This is a gun battery for us to do that. So I don't have a whole lot to say in terms of... In terms of his, you know... what he's good or not in, but also... I do know that Jim Carrey is generally pretty good at playing crazy, and... you know, huge asset for the Sonic films. So without him, I don't know how I'm going to feel about future installments if they didn't manage to get any sort of last hurrah out of him for Adventure 3, pardon me, for the third Sonic film. Unless it's moving completely away from Eggman as a villain, in which case, well, I mean, then clearly things are going to be a little bit different no matter what. Oh, absolutely. Bring back Knuckles' hat. Yeah. I've seen that. Alright, there we go.
Press the control stick up to make this thing die, and then pull back to make it fly up. Holding down the A button will let you accelerate. Check the lower right-hand corner of the screen to see...
They need to give me, like, the ability to shoot with this. So that way I can just have, like, a full-on Panzer Dragoon section in the middle of my Shadow the Hedgehog. Ah, yes, my favorite piece of advice. Don't fall. Yeah, okay, buddy. Can do, Buster Brown. I'm so glad that you're here to tell me not to fall. Like, I wouldn't have been able to figure that shit out on my own. I mock that every time it comes up, and I will continue to, because, like, really.
You need to destroy all the power sources. Turn back around.
Yeah. The hat was a thing in, like, the comics or the OVA or something like that. He had, like, this kind of explorer kind of slouch hat, if I recall correctly. Slouch hat may not be the right word, but, yeah, there you go. That's the kind of description we're looking for. An Australian cowboy hat. He's moving to stage 5 here. Iron Jungle. What do we got in the Iron Jungle? As to be differentiated from Tin Meadow. I don't know.
Huh? What the?
Oh god, those hallucinogens are really kicking in,
Who
huh?
are you?
Oh god, they're poly... Actually, no, I love that because these are robots. I do know that.
Listen up, Shadow Androids. The Eggman fleet is strong, but those black creatures are a formidable...
They look like they come from the PS1, and that's actually really good here.
Shadow? Android?
Meanwhile, okay, yeah.
And Android 2?
First of all, wow, Shadow is overacting. Second of all, I mean, yeah, Shadow looks a little bit, like, plasticky and like we're in a GameCube game or something. Wow, gee, I wonder why that could be. But they look even more so like that, and I appreciate that. That's an artistic decision. Also, the new egg ship is called the Egg Balloon. Wow, buddy, that's... Are you sure that's actually an upgrade?
Detecting Eggman presence within egg balloon. Presence confirmed. Do not.
I forget who the voiceover is for.
Detected. Destroy all robots.
Not even you? Oh, that would just be rude. I don't know who the voice actor for Omega is in this game, but I'm pretty sure it's not Maddie Blaustein. Which, I mean, yeah, VA direction in Sonic 06 was, but I think she still at least tried in that game. Meanwhile, this person is maybe trying too hard.
Continue assault during parachute descent. Vital signs detected. Attack craft foot approaching.
Omega's tendency towards, like, just trying to be normal. Normal is not the right term, but, you know, act like a living creature. Also, this setup looks familiar. You know, to try to act like a fairly, like, a living creature as a robot.
Unable to determine how a base this size has gone undetected.
Is often, like, incredibly silly.
Eliminate all enemies.
Omega kind of reminds me a lot of, like, Robo from Chrono Trigger, except with a significantly more Sonic the Hedgehog type design. Not looking like Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously, but, you know, as, like, hey, it's from the Sonic franchise, as opposed to, hey, it's, not from the Sonic franchise. Look, I'm not good at describing things. Anyway, I haven't read any of the Sonic IDW comics, but Sonic comics are a very interesting thing and something I should probably look into at some point. Because I do kind of want to, like, do a whole thing at some point of digging into those and how absolutely wild some of that stuff got, because I am at least aware enough to know, you know, I've heard the name Ken Penders, we'll say that. So I am at least vaguely aware of how bizarre things get in the department of Sonic the Hedgehog comics. So that's something I want to, like, dig into everything at some point, but the IDW actually sounds legit. IDW usually does pretty good comics for, like, other franchises too, as far as I know. So I would expect that they'd be half decent, you know? I would have high hopes for IDW as a company, you know, doing something like that. So yeah, yeah, that's definitely a thing to look into. Okay, yeah, Blaustein was Omega starting in 06 and not this game. Who voiced Omega in this game? Jeff Kramer, is that the voice? Oh god, my internet is eating it.
Eggman detected. Approaching this direction.
Shadow and Omega? Why, you traitors! You two are going to stop me? Move aside!
Doctor, please, I need to know. Those androids, The ones that look like me. Am I?
Yes.
What?
You and
What?
Omega are my creations. But you betray me as you stand
Oh,
here
that's
before
stolen
me.
valor,
Now,
Eggman.
I will destroy you both, turning you into scrap metal.
Eggman, I will defeat you once and for all.
This is what you get for turning against your master.
This isn't the same robot that we fought the last time, is it? It just looks a lot like it. Alright, we got ourselves a bazooka. I'm trying to think if we can actually get up a little bit higher there, because I don't have an aiming reticle floating around here. I just have that I'm being targeted, which is very helpful.
Where'd you go?
Turret. Okay.
Know your place, android.
Oh, I see. Eggman is an Apple user, huh? Oh. Du-du-du-du-du. This fight is just like, hey, here's a bunch of shit going on, and you might be able to figure out how to deal with this eventually.
Where'd you go?
Eggman's laser is extremely precise. Tracking his movements is mandatory.
Oh, I can't homing attack off of it for the air dash. Boo!
Enemy mech units repelled.
I don't get high enough off of that. Well, that's...
Radar defensive system not detected on Eggman's mech. Visual contact may be lost if you move behind him.
This can't be.
I need a reset there anyway.
For turning against your master.
Frontiers... I played some of Frontiers. It was okay what I played, but it definitely seemed a lot like there was a little more going on than necessarily needed to be there. Like, it plays well once you get into the level, but once you're... The level, I say, like, there's only one. That's... Clearly, that's not quite correct, but, up until, you know, when you're out in the overworld, that's quite daunting. That there's just all this stuff to...
In this area, long-range projectile attacks effective in hitting target.
Damn, not here.
I did not see the Nintendo Direct. I remember hearing some stuff, but I don't remember what all was going on. Somebody mentioned Baten Kaitos remakes in chat, so that's a thing that exists.
Where'd you go?
Hang on a second. Let me see what else they're trying to remember. Because lately, the main thing that I've been thinking about with regard to anything video game news related is the Unity bullshit. Because John Riccatello and the other guys from that company are mad that they're not getting kickbacks from MiHoYo, who are the company who make Genshin Impact and all those games, because they all use Unity, and of course they make money hand over fist by exploiting young children and gambling addicts. And, you know, Johnny Racketeer didn't see a dollar earned in an ill-gotten way that he didn't want, so... Am I not hitting him after I take damage? That's kind of gross.
Where'd you go?
What button do I press for the turret? B. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. I don't remember how to... Thank you, Streamlabs bot. I've been live for about an hour if you actually paid attention. Oh, man. This fight...
Get for turning against your master.
This fight kind of sucks. Right. Yeah, I forgot Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, because people were being like, oh, the noose is still there. And it's like, yeah, it is. Wow, I actually got shot out of the air. Good work.
Where'd you go?
Oh yeah, because that was... They're doing something with that, right?
You asked for it.
I seem to recall there being some conversation about that. Okay, so this sequence, how much harder can this possibly be? Because I need to inform you folks of a thing
Wait and see.
that I actually have not played Thousand Year Door.
An android? Me? I don't believe you.
So I'm not completely on the up and up about all of that, so
Perfect.
yeah. Oh right, F-Zero 99, that was the thing. F-Zero 99, I forgot about this days later, because obviously at the time I was like, that's really funny, because, yeah, obviously, you know, a new F-Zero game would be cool, but I always kind of get in this weird place of, like, anytime all the people are like, oh, well, we're being forgotten, it's like, guys...
Is the Black Hedgehog, and he died, and I'm its copy. I must be the android Dr. Eggman created.
Because, I don't know, a lot of the time...
Doctor!
All the people who are like, oh, well, they've been forgetting about us when their franchise that wasn't very popular to begin with doesn't get a new installation. Always seem very irrational. Like, I love Metroid, but Metroid fans, like, no, I'm not gonna be friends with it. I'm not gonna be friends with another Metroid fan. You people are assholes! Okay, I'm slightly overstating it, but definitely, like, the sheer ravenousness of... It's especially Metroid and Fire Emblem fans that I noticed out of all of the Nintendo, you know, the Nintendo franchise fans that are, like, the most OTT, and I get why. Okay, so we probably want to go a little... Well, first we want to go forward, but we want to go a little bit more medium speed, so that way we can actually hop these gates properly. Oh, is that all we're doing here? Okay, no, there's... I guess we're just going through the front. Fuck the secret door thing.
Indicates triangle jump is the most suitable way to proceed.
Anyway, I will get back to my making fun of Metroid fans in a second, which is kind of mean, because, again, you gotta remember that Metroid Prime is one of my, like, top 3 games. Hang on, let me pause. So yeah, I feel like people get a little bit over the top, and when somebody leaked F-Zero 99, first of all, I thought it was a joke. I didn't know if it was, like, an actual leak or anything like that, because I don't really follow a lot of that stuff. It just happened to start getting on my thing, and, you know, as soon as somebody said it, I was like, you know, that would be really funny. And then it's like, oh, it turns out, but it's also apparently really good. So, yeah, if that's your thing, I'm happy for you. And I don't really, yeah, as far as...
Oh, Shadow! Gun has surrounded my base and are trying to bring me down. Activate the volcanic defenses to shield the base with my lava magma.
Your lava magma?
Shadow, cut that out!
Your lava magma.
Head to the center of the base. Defeat Eggman.
Okay, so we're just gonna go... We're just gonna try...
Eggman's magma defensive systems will cause the lava to rise and seal off our pathway. Do not touch the device. Exterminate.
We're gonna try to figure out... This way? Eggman's lava magma. I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit, like, kind of laughing my ass off about lava magma. Oh no, we're going backwards. Oops. Also, this is probably as close as we're gonna get to a lava powerhouse themed platforming level, isn't it? And someone on YouTube had a Sonic Generation style remix of the lava powerhouse theme from Sonic Spinball, and that was pretty rad. Not interested in what you got to say, Eggman. Yeah, I can see why they wouldn't want you to lose all rings every time you get hit, by the way, with enemies like that. That are that prone to dealing damage to you when they die. Because otherwise, that seems a little bit cheap. Is this path... Are we stuck here? Oh, we got a hula hoop we can take.
Suggest destroying the lower section first to neutralize it.
Yeah, unfortunately my guns don't auto-target too well. Otherwise I would absolutely consider it.
Eggman robot eliminated.
Fighting Gleeok in the new,
The ultimate power.
in, Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Eggman security devices. There's no time to tamper with them.
Yeah, there hasn't been another new Zelda since. Otherwise, I definitely would have heard about it, because, yeah.
Confirmed presence of lock-on device. Beware of big Shadow's missiles.
What's our... No, I think I can still carry that while I look at my... Yeah. Alright, we're at 4 out of 8, so we've got a bit to go on this level.
Do not turn on the devices. Proceed directly along the main path.
Yeah, because that's like only the third of those we've seen, right? 5. Getting the... Oh, Sora Amiibo. I completely forgot that was... I forgot that there wasn't a Sora Amiibo yet, I guess. Would be a better way to put it. Because I haven't paid a ton of attention to Amiibos. Because every time I look at them, and maybe part of it is just like I haven't had a recent Nintendo console in long enough outside of the Switch, and haven't really had a lot of games that used Amiibos anyway. I just look at them and it's like, you know, those seem really pricey. Then again, I look at like anything figure-wise nowadays and it's like, my god. When did plastic become this pricey?
Target sighted.
In a world of 3D printers. Wait. Oh, that's fun.
Doctor, at last I'll hear the truth from you.
I would assume that, like, Smash 5 characters, that Smash Ultimate stuff is over at this point. Like, maybe we might get more for, like, an upgraded re-release, if anything.
Nice to see you, Shadow Android. And you too, Omega. It certainly looks as if you've, well, done quite a bit of damage down there. But did you really think that you could challenge me?
Dr. Eggman, I will destroy you and reign supreme.
Yes, Doctor. You will regret ever having created me. You're going straight to hell.
Why, you little...
Oh, he said the HE double hockey sticks words, you guys.
Once I'm done with you, you'll be thrown in the junkyard. You will feel my wrath. I'll turn both of you into scrap with my latest and greatest invention.
Oh, are we fighting the egg dealer again?
Commencing combat.
Get ready for a real blast.
Oh, yeah. Remember this fight, everybody? For anyone who may have caught the first stream.
Stand a chance against... Stop that!
You can interfere with the slot reels by hitting the button on its brain.
This fight is kind of a clusterfuck.
No, not Shadow Fever! Death to all who oppose me!
The mech's automatic system is set to whoever marks the third slot as the designated attacker. In other words, by stopping the third reel yourself, you can deal an attack against Eggman.
See, that's a better explanation than what Knuckles gave us when we did this last time.
No! Don't drop them here!
You need some kind of weapon to strike at Eggman's cockpit.
Just throw me at him, dude.
My beautiful ring!
Did I take 2 hits in a... No, it... Fuck. This is probably about to be a problem. We're probably gonna get missiled in a second.
Land the slot reels on bomb or missile.
Yeah.
Attack Eggman.
We done goofed.
Now you've asked for it. Chaos? Death to all who oppose me. Stop that!
Oh, we got a better way of getting in and out of the middle, by the way.
This can't be.
Yeah, we were gonna die there anyway, I think, because no rings anymore. Alright, that's fine, though.
Commencing combat.
Get ready for a real blast. It's time for missile fever. Stop that! No! Don't drop them here! Stop that! No! My beautiful rings!
What was I saying before? Because I was focusing on this, but this definitely seems to be a much easier incarnation. Or maybe I'm just saying that because we can actually take advantage of the ring drop. Lead. Get it! There we go. Canceled. Yeah, because we can't do anything with his Pawn Fever or whatever it's called. Pawn Stars, I don't know. Do I look like I know the names of Eggman's superpowers? Wasn't there one game where his, like, final boss location was called Scrambled Egg?
Death to all who oppose me. Chaos, blast! Now you've asked for it.
Eggman's a bit of a loose cannon, but this design as, like, his ultimate battle mech... Oh, fuck me running. that was such a bad jump. Anyway, this design as, like, his ultimate battle mech seems like a strange choice is all I'm saying.
Get ready for a real blast. It's time for missile fever.
Yeah, this is definitely a really tedious boss fight. Herg! Yeah, I was behind it, because... Yeah, the homing attack uses, like, some of the most simplistic paths possible, really.
Don't think you stand a chance against me.
You need some kind of weapon to strike at Eggman.
Yeah, I know, buddy. Do any even spawn here? Yeah, if I had a second... That is a good point, that... Yeah, player 2 can control the helper characters, so that would actually help out quite a bit.
Death to all who oppose me. Chaos, blast!
If you can land the slot reels on bomb or missile, you can attack Eggman.
Hey!
We can just interfere with that. Good enough.
No! My beautiful rings!
Oh, I can imagine that's a mess, because, yeah, this is probably, like, not split screen. Speaking of camera not following, that is a slow camera rotation, man. Alright, give me some gun power here. That's right, it's Y, not X to throw our guns out.
Pawn fever! Prepare to be skewered!
Yeah, it's very interesting that they actually have Maria as a playable character in this game. I think it's kind of cool, personally. But I don't know how well she's, like, usable or anything, because... well, lack of resources. Gotcha, Stretch. Again, Dr. Eggman, I'm not certain I understand why you've built your robot to do this. It is a deeply confusing thing in terms of, like, just, you know, use of logic.
Death to all who oppose me. Stop that!
There we go. I set that up perfectly. Can I shoot him from... Yeah, I can... Ouch. Okay. Yeah, I was like, can I shoot him while he's in hit stun? Because for some reason that didn't seem like it would be a thing. I don't know. Alright, so we can fuck this attack up and that's it. Which admittedly is kind of an idea that I'm okay with because the interference with our homing attack does kind of suck. All right, we're out of gun, so oh, we got him. Okay.
Sorry, Doctor, but this is the end for you.
I wasn't expecting that to be the end, to be honest with you. But hey, that is the pure neutral path completed. I guess we can do the other ending at this point.
Finally, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds.
I made you, and this is how you repay me?
I am Shadow Android, the ultimate battle life form created by Eggman. You may have created me, Doctor, but I will now lead this empire and androids will rule. This is who I am.
The guy who is specifically supposed to put commas in those is so confused by the fact that, like, that doesn't make sense.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Oh shit, he really did kill Eggman. Wow, alright. Yeah, Retro, this game is a little bit weird. That it's 6 levels to get to each ending, but it's all branching pathways to how you get all the other levels. For a total of, what, 22 different stages in this game, I think? And all but the last 5 have 3 different goals you can take, with the last 5 having 2 goals each. And depending on which one you do, that contributes to your ending. By contributes to your ending, I mean your last mission in the 6th level that you get is going to tell you which ending you get. Unfortunately, no, you cannot do all levels in one path. I guess because it would not make sense story-wise. Otherwise, hell with it, I probably would do it and just be like, well, let's try to see everything in this game in one go. But, yeah. Oh, Power Man 5000? Holy shit. That's the band of Rob Zombie's brother, I believe. I mean, you can say, because this is going to be a thing. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do all 10 endings as just like my main game all in a row. just because, like, if I have to sit here and keep playing the same levels over and over, you know. And we've seen how OTT some of them can get in terms of being search and destroy. They take quite a while. It unlocks hard mode, which lets. Oh, okay. Well, that's neat. That's pretty cool, actually. So I guess I will speak a couple of things on Shadow the Hedgehog. Now that we've beaten it twice, I feel like I'm in a position where I can say a couple of things about it for sure, which, first of all, this is like the most seriously sensory overload Sonic game that I think I've ever played. There is so much shit going on, and it, you know, I was thinking about it when I was replaying the first level, because it's like, okay, I got Sonic, I got Black Doom, they're piling all this stuff on top of me, and everybody else talking to me, and I thought about it again during Charmy's level, because, ooh boy. And it's just like, yeah, go ahead. Because if it's some sort of, like, thing that I should do to unlock something, I will likely forget. We unlocked Vacuum Egg. That's, Really sucking down those eggs or something. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway. Something other people would say this game sucks eggs, but I don't know. I think this game is kind of mid, but it's not that terrible. Not as much as a lot of people think it is, that's for sure. Yeah, this is like the most seriously, again, massive sensory overload kind of stuff going on here. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I did not know that. And yeah, when it comes to the idea of, a lot of people really hate when Sonic games get slow or they get explorative, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, this isn't in the nature of Sonic, but it's been a thing since the entire Sonic history. I mean, Sonic 1 had levels that made you slow down, and starting in Sonic 2, you had Tails and other playable characters that were designed more around going slowly and exploring more. So it's a perfectly viable idea, I think. It just comes down to a matter of execution, you know? And I think that this is where that becomes the clearest, because this is definitely, you know, obviously there's all these different things you can do in these levels, but really most of the time, I don't know how I feel about them. And also, there is the other issue of, because of the mission characters, you've always got at least somebody who's going to get on your case for fighting enemies. And so I just did a video. This is the one that's going to be out on Friday for people who don't give me money on Patreon. Which is technically a separate thing from this. You know, I still feel like I'm going to get my ass whooped for advertising it, but, you know. Regardless, I just did a video about Ratchet Deadlocked, and a thing that I had made a note of is that the announcers kind of hate your guts, too, in that game, among all the other things that were like, oh, this is not well-designed, and all this other hoopa-doopa-doopa. But, just the extent to which you've got these ever-present announcers who are just negging you constantly kind of makes the game less fun to play, just by virtue of the fact that it's like, wow, this doesn't feel good anymore. I play games to have fun, and you're trying to sit here, suck all the fun out of it like some kind of leech. And I feel like the mission characters admonishing you for fighting enemies aligned with their side especially when you literally have to do it to make progress, which was the thing in the Air Force's level last time, where we had to kill the aliens, and Black Doom was like, Shadow, no! Meanwhile, you literally just given us a hint seconds ago saying, hey, you've got to do that to make progress. I don't think that that's great. But, yeah, I'll be right back, and then we will do the other ending, which means that we're going to be playing through those levels again. But, yeah. In theory, maybe knowing a little more. I don't know. Probably not. Alright, everybody, I am back. Let's... well, give me just a second here to... check my email and stuff and make sure that that's all marked red and everything. Get rid of the notifications from the bots who are just auto-replying to my, Oh no, surprisingly no bots this time. Wow. Anyway, let's get back to it. And again, we're gonna redo the neutral path, and we're gonna go for the ending where we help Eggman. Which means that we're basically playing 99% of the same game.
Promise time. Well then, time to go and fulfill this promise.
The building's... Hey, Shadow. Long time no see. black creatures really need this. Let's you and me show them a thing or two.
They got a lot of things.
Press the A button again while jumping to hit enemies using the homing. Hey, he's on our side. With that Chaos Emerald, you can unlock unlimited.
Unlimited power, etc. Ow.
Let's
There should be a Chaos Emerald somewhere in this city.
Can I just...
Let's show the black creatures we mean business.
Apparently I can't just select Shadow to have him, like, ignore all these other people who are like, hey, don't do that.
We're done for. Red fruit. Watch out for the lasers coming from above.
Yeah, I know, right? Just...
Other save points you touch.
Wow, he accidentally bumped into a thing and then... Oh no.
There should be a Chaos Emerald somewhere
can I-
in this city. I think I can grab onto the underside of this and
Oh.
flip it by using the X button.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know that I could flip the bus.
Monsters!
Neat.
Man, what the heck is HQ doing? What the heck is happening?
Also, shout out to the amount of dams, but they'll only let the generic human soldiers say heck. There's something just very inherently funny about that to me.
Men status report. Hold the line, men.
I found it. The second Chaos Emerald.
We do get a dam out of what's his
Once I
name?
find
Knuckles?
all the
Yeah,
emeralds,
Knuckles.
Then I'll find the truth.
We already I think I mentioned that last time that yeah, he's like, "Damn," at least once. Not like that.
Perfect.
He says it in a much more regular voice. I just decided to do it the silly way for some reason. Gee, Shadow, how come your mom lets you have 2 emeralds? Yeah, listen, there's a cutscene. Is this like Sonic Adventure Battle? It plays a little bit like Sonic Adventure, but and by Sonic Adventure I mean Sonic Adventure 2, except a little bit slower, with a bunch more gimmicks, and with the homing attack not having quite as good of an auto target. Which, admittedly, a smaller auto-target range can actually be an asset for it. It's just that it usually isn't.
Too, didn't you? Those black creatures floating around.
There's an emerald somewhere in this wasteland.
Tate, there he is.
You can also do a couple of different things to finish stages in this game, and depending on which one you do, it changes where you go in the story path. And that's pretty cool. Whereas the Sonic Adventure games were all quite straightforward.
Black Hedgehog sighted. Don't give up.
Definitely could have stood a little bit more polishing, I'll say that, but I don't necessarily think the idea is unsound. Oh yeah, there's like nothing to help you stay back on the stage if you
There's an emerald somewhere in this wasteland.
if you be a goof about things. You can get thrown off pretty easily. Don't homing attack anything if you're near an edge.
Testing.
You're gonna have a bad day. Get on my thing here, and that's right. I gotta tell Knuckles to listen. I just don't want to hear him complain at me if I accidentally bump into a gun guy. Okay? Because like you've never accidentally punched a dude in the face, right, Knuckles? I mean, your name is Knuckles. I'll catch up to those messages in a second, though. I do see them. I just want to make sure I jump past these things. Infinite Fusion, I could probably throw that in there as a future thing. The list of stuff that I'd like to take a whack at is quite lengthy, so I'd have to be like, what do I prioritize, right? Because hang on a second. Emulator's giving me an error.
This door, the smaller worms that come from
Because I want to play... I should probably get around to playing the Legacy Collection 2 Battle Network games at some point. Oh. Oops. I touched the... Yeah, to point out, I am doing this on an emulator, and I'm using a PS4 controller to control it. So I just accidentally touched my touchpad too hard, and it thought I right-clicked into a different window. So that was humorous.
They're lying in it. There he is.
Just like that bone that really hurts in your arm when you whack it. Anyway, yeah, I should play the Legacy Collection 2 Battle Networks at some point. I do want to take a whack at an Armored Core game. AC6 is probably not going to be on the horizon for a minute, though, but, I mean, I could pull out my copies of Armored Core 3 and or Silent Line and play those. Those are really good. Or hell, even AC2, that one is slightly less good. But it is easier, and also, like, as soon as I thought about doing one, I was just like, you know what, I want to do Armored Core 2, I want to show off, because I know how to do some funny stuff in Armored Core 2, such as stacking Human Plus, like, 8 times or something to gain a bunch of incredibly fun boosts, like doubling the capacity of your generator, and being able to shoot your blade, all kind of stuff like that. So it's a real toss-up among a lot of those, but yeah, Infinite Fusion would be a good one. You can definitely do some interesting customizations that look a little bit off, to put it nicely, in all of the Armored Core games. Less so in 2, because I believe you can't have asymmetrical arm paint, unfortunately, which is one thing that would help contribute to it
from no one.
a little bit.
I decide.
But yeah, I've seen some of the Infinite Fusion stuff, and I don't remember a lot of it, but I've seen a couple of the special fusions. What was the one I was thinking of? Yeah, I saw that there was a one that's like Gardevoir and Honedge, and it's just Saber. There's I think Dugtrio and Machamp where it's just 3 fists sticking out of the ground. Miltank is pretty much bound to always cause mistakes to happen. Yeah. It's pretty much just regular Saber. So, from Stay Night.
I know this place.
I think it would be really neat if the shiny was Red Saber / Nero. Just because that, I think, is like the most open palette swap in out of the Sabers in
I need to find the chaos
in the Fate series. Obviously there's like a bunch of characters who just, you know, look extremely like Saber. There's been a lot of jokes before about Takeuchi only being able to draw one face.
looks toxic.
And yeah, there's even more if you start getting into the Grand Order servants. So yeah, it's just Artoria basically. But yeah, if it was that and then it was the shiny was Nero, I would find that even funnier. There were a couple of good ones that I sent to a couple of friends, so I gotta make sure that I find those and I can show some of those off in the middle of the stream or something. Or middle of the stream, after the stream. Heck. Man, I gotta time that better. Anyway. This thing looks a little bit like it's made out of some kind of synthetic rubber. Yeah, Nero's, Nero has some design elements, alright, that are a little bit silly. And then you think about where the series originated from, and you're like, wow, actually, that is totally normal now. Never mind. Oh, boo! That's pretty embarrassing. Wait, I was about to recover. Kicked me while I was down. Oh well. Yeah, speaking of things that are of questionable appropriateness, I am still hoping that, assuming that the Extra and CCC remakes aren't a complete, you know, troll, I'm kind of hoping that we get CCC in English, but I don't know how well that's gonna go.
Hold on! I think I saw something sparkle over here.
I need to find the chaos emerald that's in this forest.
Anyway, I got a little distracted from what I was saying earlier because I got shot in the butthole.
Should I just leave her fire alone? If I need to get through a gap or take out enemies...
Oh, okay, I see.
Pressing the X
Oops.
button while running.
I guess I just went through that. Oh right, last time I just used the chaos drive, chaos control. There we go. So we grab the pole? Yeah, because remember that I skipped over like all of this last time, so that's why I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? I'll answer the chat in just a second. Once I make sure that I'm on, like, familiar-ish ground. by that I mean probably the exit, because I think we're pretty close, actually. Oh, wow. I'm surprised we lived through that. That was looking like a bad time for everyone involved. Especially me. Anyway. Yeah, I can pop this up over here and I can have this side window. Yeah, so going back around to those things. Yeah, Jack the Ripper is very much your audience Fate franchise. Why are you like this?
I found it.
At the very least, like, Passion Lip is supposed to look horribly distorted and off-putting, but it doesn't really change the fact that it is, right? And yeah, there's the Fate franchise gets incredibly complicated when it comes to characters and alternate universes and all this other stuff.
This blue sky, staring at
it gets real weird too, because I did used to play Grand Order for a little while, until I ran into just some. I just hit a point where it was like, you know what, this isn't fun anymore. Which you might expect would happen to me much sooner, and yet here we are. Or finally ended up being. Listen.
I've got to get on board the Doctor's flagship.
Regardless of what I mean to say there. Yeah, so it's very strange because, like, with Grand Order, it always kind of varies whether or not a character's, like, special holiday version or anything is a unique character or not, because there are instances where it is, and then times where it's not, or, like, hey, a new version that's... Like, Astolfo has a Saber version in Grand Order, and it seems a little bit ambiguous as to just how much of the same character those two are compared to each other. And it gets really weird and confusing, and basically... just the creators just do whatever the hell they want with it, which is almost admirable in a way. They're just like, hey, you want to make sense of this? Well, no. It's hard not to admire the nerve, I guess. Okay, yeah, I was worried for a sec when I saw we weren't going to be making the other pad there. Get over the thing! Right, yeah, we just kill those dudes. Yeah, there's a lot going on with him, because, yeah, there's The Saber version that's like just a plain dude, who slowly becomes more insane, and the caster version that is more known from Fate Zero, I think.
I've got to get on board the Doctor's flagship.
It gets a little bit weird, to put it nicely. Shit, that was a mess, and I kind of got screwed up by the missile hitting me. That was a little disorienting because I lost track of where I was going.
How are they guarding this door?
Oh hey, we can just break these things open with this huge stick. That's fun. Yeah, I thought it was Fate Zero. I'm not good at keeping track of a lot of these. I'm sorry. I'm the worst at worst. It's okay. Who's really gonna get up my Yeah, that's the one we were thinking of. Is Bluebeard, because I don't know how to pronounce his French name offhand, which is, you know, I've said before that I had French classes when I was younger, but clearly all that shit's leaked out of my brain. But yeah, there are a lot of instances, to be fair, of casters who are, if not out and out evil, definitely very morally ambiguous or self-centered or too focused on the developments that they're making to magic/technology, because the line is blurred very heavily in the franchise, or to writing, for that matter, for some of them.
Guess I have to go down.
Like Haunts in CCC, who pretty much just kind of destroys the entire story horribly, but he's doing things that are significantly more selfish than anything.
These ruins are a bit... I detect a high-energy magnetic...
I've got to get on board the Doctor's flagship. Damn it.
Yeah, his Saber version in Grand Order, where he's... Again, he starts out kind of normal looking and, like, a little too plain, honestly, which is creepy in and of itself. And just as time goes on, he gets nuttier and nuttier, and...
I think I can catch a ride on a bird-like creature and fly on ahead. I need to tame it first, and use the expert to get on. I can use the control stick to ascend and descend. Holding down the A button will let me fly a little faster.
And I think just in general, they wanted to expand on the character of, like, hey, how did he get to this point of being...
I can't fall here.
Because legitimately, as a historical figure, that is kind of bizarre. And bizarre is not the word, but listen, I don't know what the word I'm looking for off the top of my head is anyway, so... You know. A little scary. A little weird. History is full of a bunch of weird shit, and...
You're not getting away from me this time, Doctor.
I really want to pay my medical bills, Doctor. Wait. So a major point is just the fact that Grand Order is kind of a loose cannon when it comes to what they do with alternate versions of characters. As to like, oh, are they, you know, completely different? Are they the same character? It's...
I need to hurry to the doctor's base.
It's a very confusing series to begin with, and they just make it even more so. Constantly, which...
Hurry to the doctor's base.
Alright.
While grinding, pressing the X button will make me do a 180 to gain a burst of speed. That's the doctor's airship.
Yeah, see, we can grind pretty fast when we really go. Oh, do I gotta go kill the other robot? Yeah.
Damn,
Oh, crap.
not here.
That's the kind of death that we usually get in this game, though. Wow, those things have quite the blast radius.
This floor. Can it be an elevator? It's supposed to be blocking it somehow.
That's better. We were gonna die anyway, probably, but that still sucks. Oh yeah, because now we gotta redo this section, right? Fun.
This floor. Can it be an elevator? Doctor's robots must be blocking it somehow. This floor. Can it be an elevator? The doctor's robots must be blocking it somehow.
Oh yeah, I think that would be Iskandar, right? Alexander the Great. Yeah.
This can't be.
Really? That's incredibly unfortunate. This is, we breezed through this specific encounter last time, like, with no trouble. This time, a little less so.
This floor. Can it be an elevator? The doctor's robots must be blocking it somehow.
Of course, it's also made a little bit worse by the fact that we died earlier, so we don't have our rings anymore, except for, like, one. So our ability to soak multiple hits is significantly reduced. Alright. Area is clear. Yeah, the main thing that I remember about Iskander was he wanted to fight Bill Clinton. And all I can say is, you know what? Fair enough, buddy. I would have loved to have seen that. Where's my... Yeah, I lost my ring. Thankfully, we're right at the checkpoint. Ooh, that wasn't such a clever move. I'm paying for that. But I can get in the Egg Walker here, and I can... Technically, it's not an Egg Walker, because it's not a Robotnik machine, but listen. It's the same concept.
I need to hurry to the doctor's base.
Yeah, Gunwalker would probably make a little bit more sense. And yet, ironically, it has no firearms of its own. We gotta provide ours.
Behold the ultimate power! Those rings are perfect for using my light dash.
I just wanted to grab all the stuff from that combo first. Alright, let's get more of those rocket launcher ammos, because these things seem to be real good.
That gun combat robot is designed for close-range combat. Maybe I should hang back. Maybe I can use my homing attack to get through it.
I don't know, dude. Maybe you can. Oh, that was incredibly bad targeting there. Thank you very much, game. For having just the one thing to screw me over a little bit.
Get rid of the gun soldiers who are preventing my...
I need to hurry to the doctor's base.
Death to all who oppose me!
That's the entrance to the doctor's base.
See, we're breezing through this now. It means I can't wait for the boss to be a mess.
Now, Doctor, you will tell me everything.
Hey, nice. That's another level we don't have an A rank on. I assumed that like gaining those is just like a cumulative. It saves what levels you have them on, and if you get all of them, that's when you unlock hard mode or something to that effect.
This is what you get for turning against your master.
Oh yeah, that's. You set up at the quarter turns? Yes, they are. Okay. Sure. Give me the. Is that not the same weapon? Oh no, it is. Okay. The game was just being kind of a... Okay, good. As long as it's just, you know, completely cumulative and I can screw up a couple times, basically, then we're all good there, and we'll be able to get to... We'll probably actually be able to show that off on stream at some point.
Damn, not here.
Oh, that was some fun auto-targeting. Also, yeah, I didn't realize that I had no rings, so oops. Let me get a ring. Or don't. You know, even knowing what we gotta do here, this fight is still kind of like pure chaos. Not to be confused with anything to do with a weird blue thing from Sonic Adventure 1.
You asked for it. No more Mr. Nice. Where'd you go?
Buddy, you need more lines. That's better. Yeah, ultimately, not the worst boss. It just was really, really hard to get a handle on the first few times.
Android? Me? I don't believe you.
And you gotta make sure that he doesn't shoot a turret before you get into it. What was our time on that? Was 1 minute 10, and we still got a C rank? Oof. Alright, so this time I gotta remember to do the Eggman mission. We got to...
I'll make you wish you'd never created me.
We gotta do some lava magma.
Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward other rails to jump.
So I guess its status as to whether or not it's in the ground still or not is left ambiguous.
Gain a burst of speed.
Shadow, Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search.
Uh-oh. My game just froze. So that's funny. I'm sure that's an emulator issue. Where's my reset? There we go. Stop? Yeah, let's try to just stop the current emulation. Boot it. Yeah, I know about NKits. And I'll probably have to go in here, find my dolphin menu, thing, and be like, hey, yeah, could you please target the correct window? Okay, it's displaying it. All right. Yeah, I know. What a bad time for it, right? That doesn't make any sense what just happened. Hopefully it will keep our progress so we'll be able to continue. Yeah, okay, it looks like we're good to go.
The truth is hidden in my memory.
Yeah, there are actually those. Maybe I should at some point like compile those in some way or another, but I don't know how many times you want to replay the same run over and over.
I'll make you wish you'd never created me. Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward other rails to jump to. And while grinding, pressing the X button will make me do a 180.
Shadow, Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search.
That's right, I remembered that this time.
Detected off to the right. Giant magma flow below.
Ah, crud. Well, so much for that.
Eggman robot
Oh, Shadow.
Alright, I'll be right back. So, yeah. Back in a moment. Alright, I am back. Let's do this again. Do we just have to touch these things? Oh, we gotta smack them a couple times?
This is my very own volcanic defense system. Activated to make the magma rise, to block the gun's path.
Fuck.
Not here.
That was badly done.
You wish you'd never created me. Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward other rails to jump to. And while grinding, pressing the X button will make me do a 180.
Shadow, Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search. Secret door detected off to the right. Terrain indicates triangle jump is the most suitable way to proceed.
Damn, not here.
Ah, for fuck's sakes. I definitely pressed the button there,
Make you
game.
wish you'd never
Maybe
created
not
me.
enough.
Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward other rails to jump to. And while grinding, pressing...
Shadow, Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search.
Huh? I don't know what happened there,
Secret door detected.
except that it was not correct, but there we go. I thought we were supposed to have a checkpoint by then, and it turns out that we were, and I just didn't get it earlier.
Oh, Shadow! Government has surrounded my base and are trying to bring me down.
Okay, I see a...
Activates the volcanic defenses.
I see an arrow up there.
What are you doing?
I'm having a little bit of difficulty figuring out how to operate your piece of shit machinery, Dr. Eggman. I'm gonna pause for a second and move windows around real quick, and yeah. Alright, so activating this, the X button doesn't bring up a command. We were able to homing attack it earlier. Do we just... Okay, so I guess we just punch it enough and it'll work eventually. Okay. Gotcha. Which is what I thought before, but it was like, I don't know, it seemed like it needed a lot of,
Due to activating my volcanic defenses.
Well, I mean, couldn't we
Magma's
have
really
those
flowing here.
go
That bridge is the only
the
way to
opposite
get
way,
across.
basically? You know, put them all at the end or something?
Cut that out.
Damn, not here.
I would, but...
This rail has melted partway through due to activating my volcanic defenses.
Oh, right, that door is stuck, isn't it? So I gotta go over. Oh. That threw me off because it looked like I got shot, but I didn't. Oh, that's really good, actually. That is a huge help in a lot of levels.
When all of the units of my volcanic system are activated, my base's defenses will be set.
Huh. Buddy, could you not have your shitty little robot helpers shooting me while I'm trying to do this? That seems like something that would help out quite a bit, actually. But I don't know, maybe that's just me.
You're going to need to use the walls to get past here.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Ugh. Right, if you try to jump in an area where you don't have range to do a full triangle jump, you just fall off. Which is not intuitive, really. Can't lie, that's you know, kind of bull. Oh yeah, remember the rest of the thing. Yeah, what I deserve there, but still.
Pressing the X button will make me...
Shadow, Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me.
Yes, yes, I know about the crash issue or whatever.
Secret door detected
Dolphin.
off to the right.
And fuck the secret entrance. We're doing this.
Giant magma flow below.
Oh, Shadow! Dark has surrounded my base and are trying to bring me down. Activate the volcanic defenses and shield the base with my lava magma.
Hey, can this activate, please?
That's one activated. Now the path ahead will be easier to defend.
From what is my question, because really, it seems like it's mostly just working against me, dude. Hey.
This rail has melted partway through due to activating my volcanic defenses.
Again, I'm really feeling like this is a...
That bridge is the...
Wow, alright. That's
This rail has melted partway
not a way that I wanted to approach that at all, but okay. So much for several of the rings that I had there. That's okay, Robotnik. You don't need all of these. Am I be able to even get across there? Wonderful camera angle, by the by. I don't know why it wouldn't let me turn it on there. That seems like a bad place to not let me turn the camera is while I'm on the elevator thing going up while it has item tanks on it. But, you know, far be it from me to criticize game design, because I am not a game designer. I don't even play one on TV.
When all of the units of my volcanic system are activated, my base's defenses will be set.
Damn it.
Okay, no, those are just there.
The second machine is up and running. Don't you worry. Even with the rise in magma levels, you can still get through. You're going to need to use the walls to get past here.
Dang, I missed that second balloon anyway.
This rail is already... Who do you think your enemy is? The Shadow Android's standard armament includes a very relentless lock-on missile.
Yeah, maybe don't turn him against me, dog. But, again, I think we've been over that part before.
Activate the defense unit and use the ledges leading to the path on the left.
Path on the left. Man, Dr. Robotnik, you really have, like, the most... Your base sure has a design to it. And that design is, like, non-usability, I would say. I mean, I don't even want to talk about convection. It's a video game. Convection is fake. But also... Hoo boy!
One more to go. I'm counting on you, Shadow.
Fuck, where...
Not
I
here.
was gonna say, where am I? I'm dead, clearly. Well, again, rip a fairly large chunk of rings, which would have kept me safe from the onslaught of bullshit that is supposed to be on, quote, our side, that's still coming after us like this.
One more to go. I'm counting on you, Shadow. Do whatever you can to make your way up through here. Don't let yourself get caught in the lava.
Thanks. Again, I always love the advice of, hey, don't fall in the instant death pits. And just giving him, like, as plain of a way as possible. Like, no tips for helping me not get killed in an instant death pit, buddy. You got nothing to say on that one? Doctor... Guy. Yeah, those sparks are giving me some pause. I'm pretty sure they can't hurt me, but still. And again, good time for no camera adjustment, but we've been over that bit before. Fuck.
Damn, not here.
That looks a little too high even to make, so that might be a bad time in a second here. Might be a bad scene.
One more to go. I'm counting on you, Shadow.
Yeah, just let the shadow bots take care of it for me.
Damn.
Oh, I thought I would be able to jump back. That's what I get for going preemptively. Have I mentioned that this is kind of a pain? I probably made it clear at least. At the very least, the shadow bots can actually shoot the thing for us. If we can get into the right position anyway. But that's a huge pain in the butt. Oh yeah, it's just that this one is kind of special in terms of how it's, how rudely it's set up. Oh, for...
Not here.
I'm pretty sure this is our last life, so we're gonna have to restart this in a second. I'm pretty sure. Now my depth perception is terrible, so that also causes some problems with this part. Yeah, there is that they give you infinite continues, at least, so, you know, permanently fucking yourself is a little hard to do. Oh, where'd my verticality there? That's, yeah, well, go ahead.
I will find the truth.
Where'd my jump height go?
I'll make you wish.
Except nowhere. You just really don't get any with a triangle jump, huh?
While grinding. will let me lean toward other rails to jump to. While grinding, pressing the...
Shadow, Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search.
Like, okay, I understand why on some level, but also doesn't feel great. In fact, very much the opposite, really. That works. We got the balloon, which is worth 2 hits. Button, please.
Oh, Shadow! God has surrounded my base and are trying to bring me down. Activate the volcanic defenses to shield the base with my lava magma.
Can that thing proc? There we go.
One activated. Now the path ahead will be easier to defend. This rail has melted partway through due to activating my volcanic defenses.
Damn it.
I forgot that those went that far.
The magma's really flowing here. That bridge is the only way to get across.
You call this a bridge, dude?
What are you doing?
I'm just getting some supplies so I can actually do shit. I haven't seen the new TCG list, no. I haven't seen what's up with any of the fun shit in Yu-Gi-Oh! I probably should take a look at some point, just out of curiosity. It'd be fun to see just how disgustingly broken some of the newer stuff is, you know? I think I got enough bullets now, Eggman, but we'll find out. You know, let's take another set. And yeah, another set. Yeah, 120. That should do us decently, right?
Volcanic system are activated. My base's defenses will be set.
I'd like to target the actual thing, but I don't think I'm going to be allowed to do that.
The second machine is up and running.
All right.
Don't you worry. Even with the rise in magma level, you can still get through.
Dodge. That was a weird bounce that we just did. That was interesting. Is this the part where we have to...
You're going to need to use the walls to get past here.
Damn, not here.
Okay. See, that's the thing I'm always confused by with the wall run is if I have a limit on how long I'm allowed to, well, run for. And why I'm always, like, a little bit jittery with doing more of the jumps early.
This rail is already a... Who do you think your enemy is? The Shadow Android's standard armament includes some very relentless lock-on missiles.
Boy, you ain't kidding. Anyway.
Activate the defense unit and use the ledges leading to the path on the left. That's 3. There are 2 more within my base.
Alright, let's just go in left. Platforms up. Alright, so this is the part where we keep dying. Let's try to not screw it up this time. That'd be great. That'd make for quite a change. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, meanwhile, this is pretty simple. Oh, hey, key. Those exist. Yeah, that's some good air dashing. Oh, you are kidding me now! It froze right at the fucking end. Boy, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I get to do that a third time. I should probably take a look and see if, like, Dolphin has some sort of issue with this game or something. Dolphin compatibility. Compatibility list. Shadow the Hedgehog. It's listed with 4 stars. Look through. I wonder if it's, like, something else wrong with it that's just... You know, if I don't have a setting set up properly or something, which it really should handle on its own, but... You know, it's just me. Regardless of any of that, let's get back to things and let's... Because we're getting it now. We're managing to not suck at this, I think. At least not completely.
I'll make you wish you've never created me. Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward other rails to jump to. While grinding, pressing the X button.
Shadow.
If I were paying a little bit more attention, I could get a couple more rings, but I hope I'll be okay without. Then again, considering we tend to die in stupid ways anyway in bottomless pits, and the rings aren't much help with those.
Activate the volcanic defenses to shield the base with my lava magma. That's one activated.
All right, cool.
Will be easier to defend.
that shit away from me. This.
This rail has melted partway through due to activating my volcanic defenses.
Alright, now come on. Minimal shenanigans, Doctor.
The magma's really flowing here. That bridge is the only way to get across.
See, we've got a whole 110 rings. So we can tank a few hits here, that's for sure. Just don't fall in the soup. Okay, that's not what I was expecting to happen, but alright, I'll take the 10 rings. Getting the... There we go. Actually, I feel like it's easier to get... In theory, it seems like it should be easier to get that 1-up than the 10 rings, which is very funny to me. I feel like that also kind of says a lot about the balance in this game. As a consequence of the... You lose 10 rings per hit instead of lose all rings per hit. Oh man! I disagree heartily, game, but I'm sure you probably could guess that.
This can't be.
Really?
This rail has melted partway through due to activating my volcanic defenses.
Also, it does seem like the downward momentum of running along those angled surfaces is a little bit random. Like, there's definitely something going on there, right? It's just that it's not always exactly the same. Oh, I'm sure this is going to be incredibly stupid when I get there. But for the time being, I just think it's very funny that by changing it so you only lose 10 rings per hit, dying becomes significantly more costly. And in such a way that because you respawn with 0 rings... 1-ups are actually less valuable, especially as a consequence of the infinite continues. Also, thanks for closing that on me and almost getting me killed, dude. It's a good thing I had that pixel of land to stand on. Surprised the game let me have that.
When all of the units of my volcanic system are activated, my base's defenses will be set. The second machine is up and running. Don't you worry. Even with the rise in magma level, you can still get through. You're going to need to use the walls to get past here.
I felt a little bit of a hiccup there. That was kind of scary because we've seen that apparently something does not like this this mission, at least. Wow. I tried to jump, game. Come on, is there any reason to be that rude? I mean, obviously, yes, but...
This rail is already under the magma. Jump! Who do you think your enemy is?
Have you seen what you've been doing here, buddy? It's definitely still you.
Activate the defense units and use the ledges leading to the path on the left. That's 3. There are 2 more within my base.
Alright. Alright. Okay, come on. Alright, well, I'm hoping that these 11 bullets will be useful for that last thing if we actually get there. Which admittedly is a big if, but we're trying our hardest, damn it. We got there last time, it's just that the game literally crashed. Amazing. Well, you see, the concept just comes together or something, I guess. Alright. Up. Key. These things are spaced out too much to light dash. I see the problem now. Okay. There we go. Finally! We did it without a crash. Things I shouldn't have to say.
The doctor knows the truth about my existence. Nobody lays a hand on him except me.
And that's only enough for a C rank. Probably because I just, like, didn't do anything else to score points and had not a ton of rings, but,
You did very well, Shadow Android. You have surpassed expectation, equal to that of the real Shadow. Excellent. Now give me those emeralds.
Never!
What?
I didn't collect them to hand them over to you. I collected them to destroy you.
How dare you?
is this the same boss as last time?
I gave you an order, or have you forgotten? Idiot! Perhaps I need to teach you a lesson! I'll turn both of you into scraps!
Really? It's just Egg Dealer again?
Final target confirmed. Commencing combat.
Get ready for a real one!
Is it just because of what level we beat that it's the same one? There we go.
No, not Shadow Fever! Death to all who oppose me!
This is where I would want a gun, right? Because, like, the red meter lets me, have more bullets.
The mech's automatic system is set to whoever locks the third slot as the designated attacker. In other words, by stopping the third reel yourself,
Dang it! Overshot. Better. For guns to spawn, I need to trigger the ring thing, right? Which, you know, a gun is a prerequisite to being able to actually take advantage of infinite ammo.
No! My beautiful rings!
What wheels on bomb or missile, you can attack Eggman.
I just wanted to ruin that. Alright. Nice.
No! Don't drop them here! That's it. Now you've asked for it. Stop that! Hey! No! Not Shadow Feeder! Chaos! Death to all who oppose me! Stop that!
I love the lack of music. There's something very amusing about it to me.
Wait! Abort! Stop that! No! This can't be!
Well, that went significantly smoother than last time. Thank fucking goodness, man.
Sorry, Doctor, but this is the end for you.
And hey, there's their A rank
Perfect.
in this fight. Nice.
Finally, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds.
I made you, and this is how you repay me?
I am Shadow Android, the ultimate life form, a copy of Shadow the Hedgehog. With the power of these emeralds, I will be stronger than him. This is who I am.
What?
Goodbye, Doctor.
And he karate chops Dr. Eggman in the face again. Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. Probably. Still, we got that. We didn't get the A rank in the other place, so that's upsetting. But, oh well. We'll get to it eventually. Still, we got 2 endings today. And 1 credit song. Well, alright. And yep, we've, in terms of just getting the endings, we've gotten 30% of the game done. We only have to go through Westopolis 7 more times in an ideal world. But, ideal world is not a real thing, is it? That seems like a case where it wouldn't be necessarily too hard to... You know, we got an A rank in that level already, didn't we? So that's not a thing I need to... There's a place where I can check that, I'm sure. Ah, whatever. Yeah, point is that... Yeah, the lighting in that scene really did make him look a little bit more like Mephiles, because he looked a little bit blue. Oh, I gotta do every mission? Okay, yeah, fair enough. They're all separate ranks, right? So... That's slightly irritating, but oh well. Regardless, yeah, next stream, I think I'm probably going to switch over to something else, and we'll come back to this some more at a later date. I still got more FF10 stuff to do at some point. Because goodness knows there's a lot of stat grinding to do for that. Yeah, 2 to 3. 2 for all the stage 6, I assume, and 3 for everywhere else, just because, yeah. There's probably going to be a lot of, like, guide usage for some of those, because the search and destroy stuff definitely seems like it can be a real pain in the ass. Some of those are, like, even just from what I've played so far, some of those are incredibly rough to get, so... Hey, our egg sucks harder. Wait. I don't think that's what that means. But I don't know, now do I? So I guess we can go take a look at our library here and... Okay, yeah, so that's gonna be our endings, right? Is our 112, 163... I'm not sure what these numerical codes necessarily add up to, other than... Because it doesn't seem like it's the most straightforward, like, oh, hey, yeah, here's your ending number 6 or whatever, which would be a little easier, but oh well. We'll find out with time, I'm sure. Or maybe just be even more confused, who can say?